Hello everyone, and welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, your sanctuary for navigating life's complexities with clarity and peace. If you're over 40, like me, you've probably learned a thing or two about weathering storms, and this channel is dedicated to sharing that wisdom and building a richer, more fulfilling life. We delve into practical strategies, mindful practices, and insightful perspectives to help you thrive in every area of your life. Before we dive in, if you find value in what we discuss today, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us reach more people and continue creating content that matters. It's easy to feel isolated, to believe that your struggles are unique and insurmountable. You might think that no one truly understands what you're going through, that you're carrying the weight of the world alone. But I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. There are people out there who care, who are willing to lend a hand, and who possess the knowledge and resources to help you navigate your challenges. The key is to take that first step, to reach out and seek support from the right sources and individuals. Don't be afraid to admit you need assistance. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. Remember, even the strongest oak needs sunshine and rain to flourish. We all do. Life inevitably throws curveballs. We face setbacks, disappointments, and moments of profound difficulty. It's during these times that the feeling of being alone intensifies. We may find ourselves grappling with depression, anxiety, stress, or a combination of all three. It's tempting to believe that we're the only ones experiencing such turmoil, that our suffering is somehow unique. But the reality is that millions of people across the globe are facing similar struggles. We all encounter challenges in our quest to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. So, remember you're not alone, and if you find that to be helpful, consider liking and subscribing to the Buddhist Doctrine channel. It's essential to recognize that suffering is a universal human experience. It's not your suffering, and it's not just my suffering. It's our collective suffering. The Buddha himself acknowledged that where there is birth, there is suffering. This isn't meant to be a pessimistic view of life, but rather a realistic one. However, it's crucial not to let this understanding of suffering lead us down a negative path. It's not the suffering itself that makes us negative, it's our perspective on that suffering. The attitude we embrace. Today, I'm not here to offer a quick fix for depression or a simple way to eliminate anxiety. Instead, I want to share a simple Buddhist practice that can help you heal from these depressive thoughts, anxious feelings, and other forms of mental suffering. This practice involves cultivating mindfulness of your thoughts. The Satipatthana Sutta describes this as Jatanapassana. It's a powerful technique that allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment, creating space between you and your mental landscape. How can we do this? Now, if you are still listening, consider liking and subscribing to the channel Buddhist Doctrine. The beauty of mindfulness is its accessibility. You can practice it anytime, anywhere. It's completely free and available to everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances. No special equipment or training is required. All you need is a willingness to turn inward and observe your thoughts. The fundamental principle is this: when we become mindful of our thoughts, we're not trying to judge or suppress them. Instead, we're simply becoming aware of what we're thinking, of what comes to mind. This act of observation creates a separation between you and your thoughts, allowing you to see them as passing mental events rather than defining aspects of yourself. You can practice mindfulness while sitting quietly, walking, or even commuting on the bus. The process is simple. Just ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? As you focus on this question, thoughts will inevitably arise. The key is to notice them without getting carried away by their content. When you experience feelings of depression, anxiety, or sadness, simply acknowledge them as thoughts. Label them as sad thought, anxious thought, or depressed thought. This simple act of labeling can create a significant shift in your perspective. So, let's continue, and if you are still here, consider liking and subscribing to the channel Buddhist Doctrine. Most of the time, we identify with our thoughts. We believe that our thoughts define who we are. We think, I am depressed, or I am anxious. But the truth is, you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. When you become more mindful, you gain the ability to separate yourself from your thoughts, recognizing them as fleeting mental phenomena that come and go like clouds in the sky. We want to remember that we don't want to judge ourselves by our thoughts. When you observe the thoughts, you are becoming more aware of your thoughts without judging them. Imagine that you're sitting by the side of a road, watching the traffic go by. You see cars, motorcycles, vans, buses, and trucks. You simply observe them without trying to stop them or get involved in their journey. You are just noticing. But most of the time, we become afraid of these vehicles, and we jump into the middle of the road to stop them. This is what happens when we become depressed or sad. When these sad and depressed thoughts haunt our minds, we try to fight them, suppress them, and stop them. The more you try to stop these thoughts, the stronger they become. Remember, you're not going to fight them, and you're not going to stop them. You are noticing them. You can do this. Just ask this simple question of yourself: what am I thinking? Then, you'll realize, oh, my thoughts are depressed. It is not me that is depressed. My thoughts are depressed. What is the nature of a thought? It will come and stay for a while in your mind, and it will fade away. That is the nature of a thought. It is just a thought. That means you are not the depression, you are not the anxiety, and you are not the stress. If you feel hopeless, if you feel that you're not good enough, don't believe what your mind always says. You are more capable than you think. You are better than you think. And if you have been here the entire time, consider liking and subscribing to the channel Buddhist Doctrine. What holds us back is this little frame we have inside our mind that says, I'm not good enough. I cannot do these things. I'm not capable of doing these things. I'm hopeless. No one is going to help me. If you change that mindset one day, remember that you can do better and more than you think. Please don't think you're not good enough. I repeat again that you are more capable of doing things more than you think. Believe in it and work for it. If you're going through painful situations and having painful memories, don't run away from them. Don't be afraid of them. Remember that pain is part of growing. If you want to grow, sometimes you have to go through pain. Most of the time, you have to go through pain. If you practice these mindful exercises, seek help, and get proper treatment for your mental suffering, one day you will be okay. You will be happy in your life. The best part of recovering from these traumatic and painful situations is that you can help someone who is in the same place as you were. You can say, do these things, practice these things, think like this because I know the pain you are going through because I was a person like you, but I am recovered now. You also can recover. So you can inspire others, help others, and find the real value in your life. Please don't think you're not good enough. You're more than enough. Today, we're going to discuss how to deal with anxiety and what to do when our minds become anxious. We all know how painful it is when our minds become anxious and when we fear the future or when our minds create scenarios of what will happen in the future. So how can we deal with this state of mind? There are a few things we can do, but when we become anxious, we often panic and make decisions that may not be the right ones. I'm going to share a few things and some advice that has helped me a lot personally to deal with anxiety. The first thing you have to do is to be aware of your mental state. If you're anxious, if you're afraid of something, the first thing is to be aware of it and to accept it. Most of the time, we pretend not to be anxious or fearful about the future, and we try to reject that state of mind. The more we reject it, the more it persists. That's why the first step is to acknowledge and accept your current mental state. If you're anxious, say to yourself, okay, my thoughts are in anxiety mode. I am fearing certain things. Acceptance will help you catch the thought and be more aware of it. It creates less pain. Acceptance is the first step of healing. The second step is this: once you understand your current state of mind, the biggest advice I have is to do one thing at a time. Take one action at a time. When we have a lot to do, we start thinking about everything and try to do it all at once. But in reality, we can't. One thing we can do is take one job, one action, at a time. First, clarify your thoughts and be clear about what you have to do and what you can and cannot do. Sit down in a quiet place, take a piece of paper, and write down all the things you are fearing and everything about your current situation. Most importantly, write down the things that are in your control and out of your control. When you clarify these things, you can take action on the things that are under your control. Sit down, write down all the thoughts, the current situation, and all the things that are under your control and not under your control so that you are clear about what to do and what not to do. When you clarify that, take just one action and execute it. Don't try to do everything at once. It's like grabbing a bunch of oranges. If you try to grab them all at once, you can't. They will fall. Instead, pick a basket, take one orange at a time, and put it in the basket. In the same way, when you clarify your thoughts and take one action at a time, it will be clearer in your mind and ease your mental state. The third step is to do it slowly and deliberately. Even when you are clear about what to do, don't be anxious or panicked. Do it slowly. Many meditation masters teach that when you're anxious, do something slowly. Slow down. When your body slows down, your mind slows down. There's a connection between the body and the mind. When our mind is slow, our body is slow, and vice versa. So take that action and do it slowly and deliberately, with proper consciousness, awareness, and mindfulness, so that you feel and understand what you're doing. In that way, you can ease this anxiety. The last thing you have to do is to do it completely. When we're anxious, we often don't complete the action. We just hang over the problem or task. Do it completely. Finish your action. Do it slowly, deliberately, and completely, so that the step is finished. Then, take the next step and do it slowly, deliberately, and completely. In that way, you can clarify what you have to do and take good decisions. This is a small practice you can add to your life to ease the pain of anxiety. Whenever you're anxious, try this, and it will ease your pain. Keep this advice in mind and be happy now.